So digging in, Jeimer Candelario. Out front with the swing, and that is strike one.
0-1's the count.
Inside.
Ball, inside.
And the count is 1-1. That one is absolutely belted. Beltran trying to get to it. Long run, tracks it down. Here comes the runner from third. He'll score on the sac fly, and a 2-1 ball game now. Now it's Yordan Alvarez. Swing and a miss. That one at 101.
0-1.
Alvarez goes 6 feet 5 inches, 25 years old. He's usually in the outfield. Today he's the DH.
No balls, 2 strikes.
0-2 now. Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K. Ready now for the 5th inning. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Jason Varitek. Tap foul at the plate. Next offering upstairs.
Good purpose pitch right there. Trying to tease him, get him to raise his sights, pop something up, and make it an easy out.
That's a base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
And now, Ian Kinsler. And strike 2.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
Puts it away for the out. Throw over to first. Here comes Bryce Harper. Grounded out his first time up. There's the strike.
0-1's the count.
That misses the zone, and a count 2-1.
If you're going to miss, you want to miss outside the zone. When you miss inside the zone, it's trouble.
Check swing called strike.
2 balls,
2-2. And that's too high.
On this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Boog.
Leaps, and he's got it. The feed for 1. Out. What a double play that was. Inning over. And we're back. Bottom of the inning. Here's Byron Buxton. Clemens back to work. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
0-1.
And there's a foul ball. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Good eye in that spot.
Inside.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game. The batter now, Jorge Polanco. Swings and misses. That's strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
That split is a pretty nasty pitch. Explodes out of the hand. Looks like a fastball, and the bottom just falls out.
Swings and misses on the fastball up in the zone for the strikeout. Now at the plate, Grady Sizemore. 1 for 2. And a swing and a miss.
Oh, he's got to be pretty proud of this outing so far. Sometimes guys cower coming into a ballpark like this, but he has attacked hitters. Pitching on the road like this is very important.
He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Back here at Coors Field, here's the center fielder, Carlos Beltran. And that misses. Ball 1. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
1-1.
Late with the swing there.
I think he was sitting off speed.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Polanco tosses to first. Leadoff man retired in the 6th. Digging in, Jose Ramirez. And that one hammered. Going back. Onto the track. And he makes the catch. Ted Williams now at the plate. On the ground. Man at first. And now the first baseman, Carlos Santana. There's a strike.
Go with the tying run at first base. He's looking for something he can get a lot of barrel on. Drive it into a gap and score that run at first base.
Gets him to chase after that one.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the 6th inning. Stepping in, Brooks Lee. That misses the zone, and that's ball 1.
Counts 1-0.
Next offering is fouled back. That one catches the zone. Now he's in a 1-2 hole. Ground ball up the middle. Kinsler whips it to first.
He's out.
1 up, 1 down. Here's the catcher to hit, Jorge Posada.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Base is empty, 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th. Clobber to right field, way back, gone. He flexes his power with that swing, and they add to their lead. It's 3-1. That one down the line, and that's just foul. Right side, Santana takes it to the bag, steps on first, and it's out number 2. 2 down, base is empty. Rafael Devers, the next to hit. High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. That's back. You can kiss it goodbye. It's their 2nd home run of the inning, and they add to the lead. It's 4-1. And now it's going to be swings through that one for strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Swing and a miss as he was out
No
front
balls,
that time.
2 strikes. Ball inside.
Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout. Back here in Denver, and the batter will be the shortstop, Corey Seager. Just
that's down.
missed.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss at a slider.
Just an outstanding job of spinning the baseball, moving it around,
I got 3 and 2.
doing what he does.
There's a swing and a drive. That's back there. Long gone. He'll touch them all. And they inch closer. It's 4-2. And that one is lifted in the air. Half. Makes the catch for the out. 1 down. Next to hit, Jason Varitek.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Doval, 27 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. Into center and a base hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. So impressive that he didn't get tied up or jammed on that pitch inside. Instead, good, quick hands allowed him to get the barrel to it. Just shoot it up the middle of the field for that knock.
And that's off the outside edge. And now it's even 1-1. And that one fouled off. On the outside corner, got him looking. Bryce Harper to the plate. 0 for 2 in this one. Sizemore on the move. And he makes the catch. And that is that. And we're back. Air Jordan steps in to take his hacks. Check swing, called strike. Gagne, a very difficult guy to get hits off of. It's really rare for teams to string stuff together against him.
He wins every pitch, and for a hitter, sometimes a victory is just fouling off one of his pitches.
And now the center fielder, Byron Buxton. Swing and a miss, strike one.
Unless he beats himself, somehow can't find it, doesn't have the control and command that day, you can pretty much forget about it.
1 ball, 1 strike.
As a hitter, there's even more pressure to take advantage of any mistake, right?
2 strikes.
Yeah, and you're hoping that, somehow, some way, whether it's a hit by pitch, a walk, something bad happens, because outside of that, stuff is just too good to fail.
Fights that one away, still 1-2.
And he's got deception in his delivery, and it's not that he's trying to deceive the hitters. He just has this natural flow that makes it hard for hitters to pick the ball up. It gets on them a little bit quicker than they anticipate, even though they know what the velocity numbers are.
And now Jorge Polanco. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
0-1's the count.
Missed with a changeup. And 1-1. This one in the air, center field. Beltran makes the grab, 2 down. Now the left fielder, Grady Sizemore, 1 for 3. Fastball for a strike.
Not sure if he was expecting for the pitcher to come right at him, but he got a nice cookie there and just watched it the entire way.
Alvarez off of first with 2 away. Got it. That K is his 3rd of the. Back here at Coors Field, ready to begin the 8th. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Carlos Beltran. And that's fouled off.
It's good speed at the top of the order here. You want to get it on, see if you can get a stolen base, maybe get around the bases and pick up a run.
0-2.
0-2 now. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. And that's
inside
off
ball.
The inside edge. And the count 1-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. One up, 1 down.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it, but in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Ramirez stands in here. Tried to hold back his swing there, but went around.
Bringing the cheese on
the count.
On the ground to first. And that one handled. The tag, and he's out.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
Now pitching. Tanner.
Williams in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. And a strike right through there. That one in triple digits.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Way back there. And it's into the bleachers. Out of here. A solo shot. It's 4-3. And now here is Carlos Santana. And a base hit. And the tying run is on base.
Waste no time there. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Here's Corey Seager. He's under it. Squeezes it. And that's the third out. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's the shortstop, Brooks Lee. Gagne back to work. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, these guys, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. We've heard lots of loud noise coming from their bats in this one,
No balls,
haven't we?
2 strikes.
And they've logged 6 hits at 90-plus exit velocity.
This one's into the gap in left center, and that should be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second, in safely. It's a double, and his second hit. Here's Jorge Posada now with a man in scoring position. Swings through that one out in front that time.
0-1's the count.
And that one fouled off. Lee stands at second with no outs. Fastball is outside. And now 2-2.
2 strikes.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Runner in scoring position. Nobody out. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. That one ripped. That's down. One hops off the wall. Run comes in from second, and they lead by 2.
Got the job done to put them up by 2. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
Now here is Ian Happ. Out towards right center. That's well struck. That's back there. And that one is off the top of the wall. The run comes in to score from second, and they take a 3-run lead.
Didn't take long to get a result for that.
Now it's Devers at the plate. And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a high fly ball in the air left field. Williams makes the catch, and there's one gone. And here's the first baseman, Jeimer Candelario. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. Beltran hauls it in for the out. And there's 2 down. At the plate, Yordan Alvarez. And it's fouled away. Runner at second, 2 down. In for a strike. Went with the sweeper.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
To the right side. And it finds its way through for a hit. And they hold him at third. 90 feet away with 2 out. So up next, Byron Buxton. Popped up. Kinsler sizes this one up. He's got it. And that is that. Back here in Denver, all set to start the 9th in this one. Here's the third baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Misses the zone, and he gets him to chase.
0-1.
Swing and a miss. No balls, 2 strikes.
No balls, 2 strikes.
In the dirt. Posada throws to first in time. And Guerrero is set down. He's 2 outs away. And here's the catcher, Jason Varitek. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
0-1's the count.
Next offering is in for a strike.
0-2 is
Bases
the count.
empty, 1 away. You're in the top of the 9th. Next
1
offering
ball,
down low
2
and
strikes.
in the dirt. That's
Ball
down and
two.
in. A slider missed.
2-2 the count.
Makes the grab, and there's 2 down. So they're down to their final out. Now it's the second baseman, Ian Kinsler. Out front with the swing, and that is strike 1.
0-1.
Swing and a miss. 0-2.
0-2.
This could end it. Outside low. Going to count 1 and 2. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game. 6-3. And now, Ken Griffey Jr.
The center fielder, Ken Griffey Jr.
The wind and the pitch. That one ripped, but foul. That one the other way. Ramirez throws across the diamond. 1 out in the top of the first. So digging in, Luis Rengifo. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. And just foul. Donaldson winds and fires. He swings and fouls one off. Here's the 0-2. Swings, fouls it off, and he breaks his bat.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
1 out, bases empty. Strikes him out with 103. And here is Ted Williams. Line drive. That's a base hit. And that keeps the inning going.
First pitch swinging, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep.
0-1.
So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
Popped up right side. Santana has this one sized up and makes the grab. And that is that. And we're back. Today's starting pitcher, Sandy Alcantara. What should we keep an eye on here?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
This to center field. Junior calls it in, and there's 1 away. Here's Jose Ramirez. And he grounds 1 to the right side. Polanco. And Ramirez is set down. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's the left fielder, Ted Williams. Rengifo makes the catch. Second inning set to go. Now it's the DH, Cal Raleigh. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. That one at triple digits.
Cold
No
night
ball,
tonight,
2
Boog,
strikes.
and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they creeping into my mind right now.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Here's Jared Kelly. And first offering is fouled off. That one fouled off. No score here in the second. Just
1.
missed.
Really good take,
1
especially
ball,
with 2 strikes.
2 strikes.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Donaldson delivers. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count.
Had some cut action to it. Velocity pretty good on that slider. So far, moving the ball around nicely.
Santana. And he takes it
Out.
himself for the out. 2 down, base is empty. And now it's the switch hitting second baseman, Jorge Polanco. Out to short. Seager tosses across
He's
the
out.
first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Back here at Coors Field, ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now it's the switch hitter, Carlos Santana. Alcantara back to work. That clips the corner.
I mean, that's perfect location, right on the black. I mean, over and over again, this guy demonstrates the ability to hit those spots. They're so tough to do anything with as a hitter.
Swing and a ground ball. Polanco tosses to first. And a quick out, number one. And here's Corey Seager to hit. And that gets down for a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Pretty good spot, hard and inside, but that's a perfect example of keeping your hand.
Rengifo toss the second, and that's two. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now, Richie Sexson. Up the middle, sneaks through, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Cole Young. Swing and a ground ball up the middle, base hit. Lead runner holds up. They're at first and second with nobody out.
2 consecutive base hits for this team. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off. Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
Sexson, the lead runner out at second. Martinez at first with no outs. Fouls it off, still 1-2. That one is upstairs.
Ball 2.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
And there's a ball.
Count.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Good job to fight that one off. About to see the 11th pitch of the at-bat here. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Makes the grab, one away.
Good hard fastball up in the zone right there. They look really good coming in, but so hard to get on top of as a hitter.
That's a ball.
This one in the dirt. Nothing happening on the bases, though. The 1-0 from Donaldson. Line, and that's a base hit. Just kind of sliced that one into center.
No, just a nice job coming through in a pretty high leverage spot right there. Didn't try to do too much with it, just a really controlled, simple swing. We don't see a whole lot of that these days with hitters trying to launch and hit home runs, but sometimes you got to shorten up just like that.
Just missed.
Pressure's on right here. 2-0 count, bases loaded. You don't want to fall to a 3-ball count and then walk in.
Santana. Safe at first as they can't make the play. So bases loaded with one away. Jason Varitek will hit next. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Oh, he can't hang on. In comes the runner from third. It's 2-zip. Trying to wiggle out of a rundown now. Throw off line. He's safe. And a nice job there to keep it from getting away. One down. Next is the DH. A switch hitter. Cal Raleigh. Golden opportunity right here. Line drive, base hit. The run scores from third, and it's an RBI single, and they're up by 3. Here's Victor Robles. Swing and a miss, and that is strike 1.
0-1.
Bases loaded, 1 away. Up the middle, takes it to the bag. That's 1. Double play.
Got him.
What a twin killing. As we go to the last of the third, here's the catcher, Jason Varitek.
So after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning,
0-1's
get
the
that
count.
hot team back in there to swing the bats. Well, these players definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These batters are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today.
That's down.
A little bit low. Swings and misses, struck him out. And here is Ian Kinsler. This to third, Martinez. Fires to first on the run.
Out.
And very nicely done for the out. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's George Springer. Whips it to first on the run.
Out.
What a play. Inning. Back here in Denver, here's the second baseman, Jorge Polanco. Hard hit to third. Ramirez sends it to first. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th. And the batter now, Richie Sexson. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. First pitch
Inside,
doesn't
ball
find
1.
the zone. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Base is empty, 1 away. Top half of inning number 4. And down on strikes. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Hard ground ball, base knock.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
So the batting order turns over. Now it's going to be Ken Griffey Jr. Martinez leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Next
Ball,
pitch, a
that's
slider
outside.
that misses outside.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity, try to get a rollover, something on the ground, stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
And George makes the grab, and that'll do it. And we're back. Bottom of the 4th. Here's the center fielder, Carlos Beltran. Alcantara, a righty that throws with power. He features a sinker, a changeup, a four-seamer, a slider, and he occasionally uses a curve. Robles makes the catch, and there's 1 down. So up next, Jose Ramirez. 0 for 1, he grounded out in his first at bat. That one way inside.
Ball 2.
Foul ball. That's a bullet, but it goes foul.
Well, you put good velocity in the head of the hitter. He's got to get it ready early and then change speeds. Keep him off balance. That's the goal.
Swing and a miss. Catcher has it, fires to first.
He's out.
In time for the second out. Good job to clean it up after the drop third strike. Williams at the plate now as he chases after that
0-1.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's the tag,
On the
and he's
tag.
out.
Out.
And he has thrown 4 shutout innings. Back here at Coors Field, new inning getting started, and now Luis Rengifo. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, the game plan for this offense has been pretty clear. They're being aggressive at the plate, but still finding ways to pick their spots without falling into the habit of being over-aggressive. 5 hits for them on the first pitch alone, so they're swinging and connecting right out of the gates. Just kept it simple, played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there was just no one there to knock it down.
And a foul ball. And the 0-1. That one in triple digits.
And of course, sometimes you need to be patient as an offense and let the pitcher come to you, but you can't argue with the game plan they're using in this one.
The pitch. Gets a piece and stays alive. The 0-2. On the ground right side, Kinsler. Slings to second,
Out.
and that's all they'll get.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there, just rolled over it, got the ground ball.
Here's the pitch. Runner goes. Fought off foul. Man at first, one away. Runner on the go again. In there for strike 3.
He's safe.
Save. Next is the designated hitter, Cal Raleigh. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
0-1's the count.
Cameron stands at second with 2 gone. In the air, right side. Springer there makes the catch. And welcome back to the ballpark. We head to the bottom of the 5th. And now the first baseman, Carlos Santana. Alcantara back to work. Hard on the ground to first. He'll do it himself.
Got him.
And the leadoff man set down in their half of the 5th. Now it's Corey Seager. 1 for 1 with a single so far.
Seager.
And first offering is fouled off. And a big swing and a miss.
This guy's got such a
0-2 is the
good
count.
sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Swing and a miss. Had him out front for the strikeout. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Now a screamer into the outfield. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. Back here in Denver, top 6. And now it's Victor Robles up to hit. He was late there, strike 1.
0-1.
Here's a swing and a line drive, and that's a base hit into right field. And the leadoff man aboard.
Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
On the ground, a short could be 2. To
He's
second for 1. On a Santana, 2. And here's the first baseman, Richie Sexson. And it stays fair.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield.
Hey.
That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an
0-1's
infielder.
the
You know
count.
they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
On the ground to the left. Boots it.
No, he's in there.
And now the center fielder, Ken Griffey Jr. 0 for 3 in this one. First and second, 2 down. And we're in the top half of the 6th. On the ground, Kinsler tosses to first.
He's out.
That ends the frame. And we're back. Well, we go bottom 6. And now the catcher comes up to him. Jason Varitek. And a foul ball.
You know, this group of hitters, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. It feels like it's been one first pitch out after another, and they've given up 8 outs on the first pitch alone.
And now the count 1-2 after the swing
One
and a
ball,
miss.
2
So
strikes.
based on those first pitch numbers and how often they lead to outs, it's easy to see why maybe they should be a little more patient with their approach moving forward.
1 away, bottom of the 6th. Now it's the second baseman, Ian Kinsler. Swing and a miss. There's the slider. It's 0-1. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt.
And it really looks like these
0-2.
hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Next
Nope,
pitch is
outside.
outside. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And there's 2 away. And it'll be George Springer to step to the plate. Grounded out his first time up. Swing and a liner foul off to the right. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. That one pushed foul. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And that is that. Back here at Coors Field, top of inning number 7. And now the shortstop, Luis Rengifo. Line drive, and this might be trouble. Makes the turn and heads for second. It's a double, and he's 3 for 4 tonight.
He was all over.
Devin Williams into the game.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Foul ball there. And that one fouled off Williams. He's kind of a prototypical bullpen arm in today's game. Electric stuff that results in a ton of strikeouts in a tough spot like this. That is a big-time benefit. Next offering upstairs.
Now, as a hitter, when a guy like this comes into the game, you feel like he's standing on top of
Yep,
you.
that
And
ball
it's
went
just
out.
attack mode coming right at you, expecting to get a swing and miss.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Williams sizing this one up. And there's 1 down. So here's the cleanup hitter, Jason Varitek. That's in there. 0-1.
Some hitters are just more confident they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
And he can't come up with it. Into third now. So runners at the corners and 1 out. And now Cal Raleigh. Pitch
Ball,
misses
that's
inside.
inside.
And it's 1-0.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get 2. Get out of this.
1-1.
Swing and a miss.
Big pitch right here.
One
He's
ball,
going to try to make a
2
pitch
strikes.
that's going to produce a strikeout or a ground ball double play.
Cut on and miss. Struck him out. 2 away. Next to hit, Victor Robles. Breaking ball through there for a strike. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. Stays alive. The other way. And that's a fair ball. 1 run across. Rounds third, headed for the plate. But now he hits the brakes and hustles back to third.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball.
0-1's
Let
the
it
count.
get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Varitek at third. Robles on at second with 2 down. Takes it himself. They limit the damage here. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Carlos Beltran. Ball
Nope.
one there.
Ball one. 1-0.
And
Ball,
another
that's out.
ball.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one, that's the one. When she elevates, guys aren't touching it.
Inside corner, that's a strike. 2-2 now. Ground ball right side. On the run, throw to first.
Out.
It's there, and that's a great play.
Now batting.
To the batter now, Jose Ramirez.
Ramirez.
Swinging a foul straight back.
When a guy's throwing a lot of first pitch strikes as a hitter, you got to be ready to hit. Now, that's not going to help you get
That's a
deep
ball.
into his pitch count and into the bullpen, but you got to take what he's offering that day.
Swing and a base hit. And they have their first hit since the second inning.
Now batting, the left fielder.
Now the left fielder, Ted Williams. In the dirt. Late swing, foul to the left.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
And it's through for a hit. And now 2 aboard.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Pretty tough for the infielders to do anything with that one. He pulled it hard into the outfield, and even when you keep it on the ground, it feels great when you hit a missile like that.
On the ground to first. And that's a foul ball.
He doubled up on the off speed there. We talk about the power fastball, but he's working a little differently here.
Fouled off. And they'll do it again. And that's
Ball
way
one.
high. And the count 1 and
1
2.
ball, 2 strikes.
Pretty
the count.
standard high 0-2 fastball right there. If you're smart, you'll look for
Ball.
something down in the zone, but not too far. Don't want to chase that breaking ball in the dirt.
2 on, 1 out. And a foul ball, he stays alive.
Well, he's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat.
Tonight, his slider has been really impressive. I mean, tight spin. Seems like the hitters aren't picking it up out of the hand.
Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. They're waving Ramirez home. In there
No, he beat it.
safely.
That's 3 singles in a row. 10th pitch of the at-bat, and he was able to put it in play, find a hole, and get a knock.
Corey Seager to the plate in this high leverage spot. And that one fouled off. The tying run at the plate. In the dirt, but kept close. Runners stay where they are. That's ball 1. And fouled off. Drops into the glove. Throw behind the runner.
out.
They've got him doubled off. We go to the 8th. Now at the plate, Richie Sexson.
Richie Sexson.
Williams back to work. And that is out of play. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Base knock right field. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Recognized the break on that pitch early, and that allowed him to keep his front shoulder in. You know, it's easy to bail on those front door breaking balls, but a great job right there of letting it travel, then unloading a nice balanced swing.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. They take the first out in the top of the 8th.
Good that they weren't overzealous there. Just take the sure out, keep the runner out of scoring position.
Ground ball could be 2. Over to Seager.
Out.
On to first, double play, and that's the inning. Back here in Denver, bottom of the 8th. And now the DH, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Line drive, caught.
Nice swing and good solid contact. That ball was smoked, but needed a little more lift to get into the outfield gap. Maybe a little more backspin.
Varitek in the box now. No balls and a strike.
0-1.
Pretty amazing. His first pitch strike percentage over 90%. You know you're getting something in the zone first pitch. So if you're a hitter,
No
got to be
balls,
ready
2
to let
strikes.
it fly, even though he's had a lot of success on that first pitch of the at-bat.
On the ground, right side. Sexton
Got
takes
him.
it to the bag. 2 up, 2 down. 2 down, base is empty. Ian Kinsler digs in now. Swing and a miss.
Oh, he's got to be pretty
0-1's
proud
the
of his
count.
outing so far. Sometimes guys cower coming into a ballpark like this, but he has attacked hitters. Pitching on the road like this is very impressive. This has been a treat to watch. Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus.
3.
Ah, that's strike 3, and the third. And we're back, and the batter will be the shortstop, Luis Rengifo. This one ripped, but foul to the right. Check swing, and he went. And the count is 0-2.
0-2.
Battling here as he fouls it away. And he couldn't hold back. He's run up on strikes. So digging in, Mike Cameron. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Varitek makes the play, and there are 2 outs. Now the catcher up to hit, Jason Varitek. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Beltran moving under this one, and that is that. Back here at Coors Field, and now the right fielder, George Springer. 0 for 2 in this one. Puts it away for the out, and there's 1 away. He's 2 outs away. Beltran now at the plate. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a ground out. Rip right field. That's back there. That one way back, and it's gone. And they cut into the deficit. It's 4-2. Stepping in, Jose Ramirez. And first offering is fouled off. 1 out, base is empty, and a run in. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again.
Just a little too quick on that front shoulder, front hip, front foot. Everything comes open. No way of making contact with that one.
Gets to it onto first. And there's 2 gone following the strikeout. So it's their last chance in this one. Ted Williams getting ready to hit. Swinging a foul out of play. And the 0-1. Up the middle. On to first.
Out.
Ball game. And your final 4-2 for Chris.